Hey, church family, I'm Jake.
And I'm Scott.
And this is your weekly Connection Point video. All right, how we doing today?
Well, it's a rainy Monday, but I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing well also. You know, isn't this nice when we talk to each other?
It is wonderful. I enjoy the verbal communication.
Do you think people fail to do that?
I think that typically we as humans, we love interacting and we hate it. And so I think we have a love-hate relationship with interacting with other humans.
Okay. So what's maybe something that our church family can do this week practically to have more human connection?
Yeah.
Adequate, meaningful human connection.
Right. And so I think all of us communicate at different levels. And so whereas we enjoy being around people, not everybody enjoys or gets jacked about being around other people. And so there's a myriad of means that we have at our fingertips to allow us to communicate with others. Yesterday, for instance, I was encouraged by one of our senior adults that came up to me at the close of the service and told me about people that she had been interacting with by the written word. And so she writes birthday cards, sympathy cards, different cards to engage people throughout the seasons of life, and has heard back via correspondence. And one of the things that was disheartening to me was that some of our folks feel like they, no one's checking on them. And so, which leads me, my first question always when I hear that is, you know, am I doing an adequate job in reaching out to other people, or am I assuming everyone should reach out to me and I never reach out to anybody else? And so I just want to pose the question today: who are you reaching out to in your sphere of influence and in your means of opportunity?
It's got to be a two-way street, right? I think our culture points to, you know, how can you serve me? How can I be helped? How can I get more from the church? All those kind of things. But we are the church, so we
Absolutely
need to be reaching out, right? The word tells us to stir one another up to love and good works. And we can't do that if we don't talk to each other.
Absolutely. So yeah, so I think we need to be involved in people's lives, right? Whether we're fearful of the virus, whether we're precautious of the virus, or whether we think it's conspiracy, right? Wherever we are on the gamut of thoughts and emotions and ideologies about COVID, we need to be engaged with other people, pure and simple.
So speaking of adequate communication, let's tell them about some events that are coming up.
Oh, excellent. So we got lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. And so the first thing, I guess, would be a deposit that's due for our students and for our kids if you want to go to CentraKid for our elementary age kids, or Infuge with our students. And so that deposit's coming up March the 7th. Is that correct?
That's right. March 7th. It's a Sunday. We'd love for you to get your deposit in for those camps by that date. $60, and it can seal your way into an awesome week this summer.
Absolutely. And so check those things out. You can see more information on our website. You can reach out to Jake or Tara to get more details about who can go, what's going to be happening those weeks. I'm sure you and Tara would love to field a ton of questions about both those camp weeks, because I know, having experienced taking students to camp in the past, what a phenomenal opportunity to build community, to build relationships when you travel together, when you eat together, when you're doing ministry together, when you're learning together. It's just a phenomenal opportunity for the Lord to cultivate a spiritual awakening in all ages of folks, right?
Absolutely. I was just talking to a student pastor friend this past week about, he brought it up. I didn't bring it up, but he said, you know, when we started going to Fuge, it was a shifting point in their ministry because it took some of the responsibilities off of his plate to try to do a bigger and better camp planned by him. And he was able to love on students and build relationship with students and see what's going on in their lives and have gospel conversations with them. And the Fuge staff does way better than I could do. We can come alongside of them and do ministry work, but also us get poured into and have discipleship happen. at a fun week of camp.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, so make sure you're paying attention to those deadlines. March 7th, it's here before you know it. $60 get you locked in. So also coming up is our women's retreat. That's coming up April 30th through May 2nd. Debbie Vance, many of you all know and love the Vances. They have moved away. They moved back home to do life on the western part of the United States. But Debbie's going to be coming in for the women's retreat up in Pigeonburg here in a few weeks. And so $100 gets you locked in if you're a lady. Get that $100 paid. That secures your spot. If you're a dude, encourage your wife. Hey, I'll take care of the kids. I'm gonna be taking care of our two goons.
You're not going?
I'm not going. No, sir. I'm not invited.
I won't be there either because we are men, right?
That is true.
Yes, we are men, and so
We're manly men.
Men, be a man and ask to take care of your kids. Let your wife go, but also come to Theology Thursdays.
Thursday evenings, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, above the daycare. Men are gathering this past Thursday. We were both there. A great turnout of all ages, young and old alike, and everywhere in between, middle-agers like myself.
Yes.
Were there and had a great time discussing what is a man from a biblical perspective. And so this week, what's our question this week that we're going to be unpacking and looking at? Do you remember?
I have no idea. What are we talking about this week?
I think we're going to be talking about the roles of a man.
Oh, perfect. Great. I definitely need to hear more about that. And it's always encouraging to get together with like-minded believers and just hear what they have to say from their wisdom. Men who are seasoned like Scott, or men who are even younger than me. There were a few there. To hear the different perspectives.
Can I be honest? When you talk about a seasoned man and you compare me to that, I think about Curly, the trail boss from City Slickers. And so
Absolutely.
Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be a trail boss. I love it.
Speaking of Curly, the trail boss, we want to say happy birthday to Aaron Walden. He's 41 years old.
Woo! Old man.
From someone else who's 41 years
I am
old.
41.
Doesn't feel good.
I've got Aaron by like 21 days?
I think so.
And so 41 is a wonderful age. I'm loving it.
Awesome.
All 21 days of it so
I can't
far.
wait to aspire to be there.
Oh, just in like 30 more years, you'll be there.
Yep.
So happy birthday, Aaron. Hope you're enjoying your day off. Hope you're getting some relaxation and some rest in. And so know that we love you. We're thankful to the Lord that you serve our God here at Beaver Dam. And we're excited about the years of ministry to come, prayerfully in through you and Rachel and your family. So thank you for being you.
So, church, we hope that you stay connected to God's Word. We hope you stay connected to God's church. And if we can help you do that, let us know. We'd love to connect with you. But other than that, I think that's all we got for today. So we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one.